gentlemen, and anyone in between, and welcome to Virtual Theater 2020's One Act Festival. I'm Angela McDermott, and I will be your host this evening. And yes, I said host, but I'm not making cupcakes or taking table reservations here. Okay. I know from experience how fun these virtual shows can be, and I am so excited to bring you these new projects from Virtual Theater 2020. For those of you who are new to Virtual Theater 2020, we are exactly what you may think, a virtual community theater. We audition, rehearse, and perform completely virtually. So yes, pants are optional. Our cast and crew have come together from all around the country, and in fact, most of us have never even met in person. It's truly a unique way to do theater. If you enjoy what you see tonight, you can support us through our GoFundMe. The link is on the fundraising page in the program. If you're interested in getting involved, we do have auditions for our next show coming up on Saturday. You can find a link to register for those auditions inside the program, and you can also find my bio. See, there's me. Yep, the link for the interactive program is in the description for this video, so check it out. Tonight we have 3 great one-act plays for you. They're each self-contained stories set in different worlds and featuring a variety of characters. The first show you're about to see is The Bear, set in timeless Russian-flavored world. Wonder what that would taste like. Vodka. Vodka, probably. Next, in Enigma, you're transported to a modern-day Zoom call between 2 fighting lovers where things get pretty intense. Ooh, hope they make up. And then finally, in 14, you'll travel back in time to the Roaring 20s and get a peek into a social hostess's party planning woes. Now that sounds intense. Party planning is not for the weak. There will be a brief intermission between the acts, but don't go too far. All 3 plays are worth seeing. And don't miss a live talkback with the actors and directors immediately after the show. You can post any questions you have in the comments below, and the cast will answer them in real time. Okay, now that the boring stuff is out of the way, let me introduce our first play, The Bear. The Bear is an early work of Chekhov's in which you can see his habit of expressing emotion through the trivialities of normal conversations begin to take shape. By that I mean none of the characters say what they truly mean to each other, which is evident by the end of the play. Ooh, sounds messy. My kind of play. The characters rant about this thing or that thing while hiding or possibly not even recognizing what their true feelings are. Without these hidden motives, these characters would be uninteresting, but instead they are completely relatable. They act like real people. They're only willing to say what they're supposed to say while feeling things that they can't admit to. That is when Chekhov's characters sparkle. The interplay of 2 characters who desperately want something that they refuse to express in words is what drives the humor and the energy of the entire play. Our subjects today, Grigory and Elena, surprise themselves in this show constantly as each drives the other toward revealing what they really want. We hope that you are as pleased and surprised as they are. And now everyone sit back, relax, and enjoy Anton Chekhov's The Bear.
It isn't right, madam. You're just destroying yourself. The maid and the cook have gone off fruit-picking. Every living being rejoices. Even the cat knows how to enjoy herself and walks about in the yard catching midges. Only you sit in this room all day as if it were a convent and don't take any pleasure. Yes, really, I reckon it's been a whole year since you've left the house.
I shall never go out. Why should I? My life is already at an end. He is in his grave, and I have buried myself between four walls. We are both dead.
Well, there you are. Nikolai Mihailovich is dead. And it is the will of God, and may his soul rest in peace. You've mourned him, and quite right, but you can't go on weeping and wearing mourning forever. You know, my old woman died too when her time came. Well, I grieved for her, I wept a month for her, and that's enough for her. But if I've got to weep a whole age, well, God bless her, the old woman isn't worth it. You've forgotten your neighbors. You don't go anywhere, you don't see anybody. We live, so to speak, like spiders, and never see the light. I mean, the mice have eaten my livery. It isn't as if there were no good people about, for the region's full of them. There is a regiment quartered at Riblov, and the officers are such beauties, you can never gaze your fill at them. And there's a ball in the camp every Friday, and every day the soldiers' band plays, eh, my lady? You're young and beautiful with roses in your cheeks. If only you took a little pleasure. Beauty won't last long, you know. Believe me, in 10 years' time, you'll want to peahen yourself among the soldiers, but they won't look at you. It'll be too late.
I must ask you never to talk to me about it. You know that when Nikolai Mihailovich died, life lost all its meaning for me. I vowed never to the end of my days to cease to wear mourning or to see the light. You hear? Let his ghost see how well I love him. Yes, I know it's no secret to you that he was often unfair to me, and cruel, and even unfaithful. But I will be true to him till death, and show him how I can love. There, beyond the grave, he will see me as I was before his death.
Instead of talking like that, you ought to go have a walk in the garden, or else order Toby and Giant harnessed and drive about and see the neighbors. Oh, madam? Oh, dear madam, what is it? Oh, bless you.
He was so fond of Toby. He always used to ride on him to the Korchagins and Vlasovs. How well he could ride. What grace there was in his figure as he pulled at the reins with all his strength. Do you remember? Oh, Toby! Tell them to give him an extra feed of oats.
Yes, madam.
Oh, who's that? Tell them I receive no one.
Yes, madam.
Yes, you will see, Nikolai, how I can love and forgive. My love will die out with me only when this poor heart will cease to beat. Yes, and aren't you ashamed? I am a good and virtuous little wife. I've locked myself in and will be true to you till the grave. And you, aren't you ashamed, you bad child? You deceived me. Had rows with me, left me alone for weeks on end.
Madam, someone is asking for you. He, wants to see you.
But didn't you tell him that since the death of my husband, I've stopped receiving?
I did, and he wouldn't even listen. Says it's a very pressing affair.
I do not receive!
I told him so! But the devil curse. He's in the dining room.
Oh, very well, ask him in. What manners? Oh, how these people annoy me. What does he want of me? Why should he disturb my peace? No, I see that I shall have to go into a convent after all. Yes, into a convent.
You see, though, the thing is, the third baseman's
You
name
boom! You're
is-
too done to
No.
talking! Ass. Madam, I have the honor to present myself. I am Grigory Stepanovich Smirnov, landowner and retired lieutenant of artillery. I am compelled to disturb you on a very pressing affair.
What do you want?
Your late husband, with whom I had the honor of being acquainted, died in my debt of $20,000 on 2 bills of exchange. As I've got interest due on a mortgage tomorrow, I've come to ask you, madam, to pay me the money today.
20,000. And what was my husband in debt to you for?
He used to buy oats from me.
Ooh, so don't you forget, Luka, to give Toby an extra feed of oats. If Nikolai Mihailovich died in debt to you, I will certainly pay you. But you must excuse me today, as I haven't any spare cash. The day after tomorrow, my steward will be back from town, and I'll give him instructions to settle your account. But at the moment, I cannot do as you wish. Moreover, it's exactly 7 months today since the death of my husband, and I'm in a state of mind which absolutely prevents me from giving money matters my attention.
And I'm in a state of mind which, if I don't pay the interest tomorrow, will force me to make a graceful exit from this life feet first. They'll take my estate.
You'll have your money the day after tomorrow.
I don't want the money the day after tomorrow. I want it today.
You must excuse me. I can't pay you.
And I can't wait until the day after tomorrow.
Well, what can I do if I haven't got the money now?
You mean to say you can't pay me?
I can't.
Is that the last word you got to say on it?
Yes, the last word.
The last word, absolutely your last.
Absolutely.
Very well, thank you very much. I'll make note of it. People want me to keep calm. I meet a man on the road. He asks me, "Why are you always so angry, Grigory Stepanovich?" But how on earth should I not get angry? I want the money desperately. I rode out yesterday early in the morning, called on all my debtors, and not a single one of them paid up. I was about dead beat after it all. Slept goodness knows where in some inn with a vodka barrel by my head, and at last I arrived here, 40 miles from home, in hopes to get something. And I'm received by you with a state of mind. How shouldn't I get angry?
I thought I distinctly said my steward will pay you when he returns from town.
I didn't come to your steward, but to you. What the devil do I, excuse my saying so, have I to do with your steward?
Excuse me, sir. I am not accustomed to listen to such expressions or to such a tone of voice. I want to hear no more.
Well, there! State of mind. Husband died 7 months ago. Must I pay the interest tomorrow, or mustn't I? I ask you, must I pay, or must I not? Suppose your husband is dead, and you've got a state of mind and nonsense of that sort. And your steward has gone away somewhere, devil take him. What do you want me to do? Do you think I can fly away from my creditors in a balloon, or what? Do you expect me to run face first into a brick wall? I go to Gruzdev, he isn't home. Yarosevich has hidden himself. I got into a violent row with Kirsten and nearly threw him out the window. Mazigo had something the matter with his bowels, and well, this woman is with a state of mind. Oh, not one of the swine wants to pay me! Just because I'm too gentle with them. Because I'm a rag. Because I'm weak, wax in their hands. Oh. I'm much too gentle with them. Just you wait. You'll find out what I like, what I'm like. I shan't let you play about with me. Oh, confound it! I shall jolly well wait here and sit until you pay me the money. How angry I am today. Angry, all of my insides is quivering with anger, and oh, I can't even breathe. Oh, my word. I feel even sick. Waiter!
What is it?
Get me a glass of water, or kvass. What a way to reason. A man is in desperate need of his money. She won't pay up because, you see, she is not disposed to attend to money matters. Oh, that is silly feminine logic. That is why I never did like and don't like now to have to talk to women. Oh, I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder than have to talk to a woman. Oh, I feel quite chilly. On account of this little bit of fluff. Oh, I can't even see one of those poetic creatures from a distance without breaking out into a cold sweat out of sheer anger. Oh, I can't even look at them.
Madam is ill and will see nobody.
Get out. Ill and will see nobody. Oh, it's all right. You don't see me. I'm gonna stay here and wait until you pay me the money. You can be ill for a week, if you like. I'll stay for a week. You can be ill for a year. I'll stay a year. I'm going to get my own, my dear. Oh, you don't get at me with your dimpled cheeks and your widow's weeds. I know those dimples. Simeon, take them out. I'm not going away at once. We are staying here. Tell them in the stables to give the horses some oats. You fool! You've got the near horse's leg caught in the reins again. Never mind. I'll give it to you. Never mind. Oh, it's bad. Oh, the heat's frightful. Nobody pays up. I slept badly. Oh, on top of everything else, there's this little bit of fluff in morning with a state of mind. Oh, my head's aching. Shall I have a glass of vodka? Yes, I think I will. Waiter!
What is it?
A glass of vodka.
Ugh.
Oh, I must say I do look well. Oh, dust all over. Boots dirty, unwashed, unkept, and straw on my waistcoat. The dear lady very well may have mistaken me for a brigand. Oh. Can't be helped. I'm not here as a visitor, but as a creditor. And, well, there's no dress specifically prescribed for creditors. So
You allow yourself to go very far, sir.
What?
Nothing, really.
Who are you talking to? Shut up!
The devil's come to stay. 'Tis bad luck that brought him.
Oh, how angry I am today! How angry I could grind the whole world to dust! Oh, I feel sick. Waiter!
Sir, in solitude, I've grown unaccustomed to the masculine voice, and I can't stand shouting. I must ask you not to disturb my peace.
Pay me my money, and I'll go.
I told you perfectly plainly, you'll have your money the day after tomorrow.
And I told you perfectly plainly that I can't wait until the day after tomorrow.
What
If I don't pay the interest today, then I'll hang myself tomorrow.
Well, what can I do if I haven't got the money now? You're so strange.
You mean to say that you can't pay me now, eh?
I can't.
In that case, I shall stay here and wait until you pay me. You're gonna pay me the day after tomorrow? Very well! I'm going to wait here until the day after tomorrow. Sit here and wait. I ask you, have I got to pay the interest tomorrow, or haven't I? Or do you think I'm doing this for a joke?
Please don't shout. This isn't a stable.
I'm not asking about a stable, but about whether or not I've got to pay the interest tomorrow.
You don't know how to behave before women.
No, I do know how to behave before women.
Oh, you don't. You're a rude, ill-bred man. Decent people don't talk to a woman like that.
What a business! How would you like me to talk to you then? In French? Or what? Oh, madame, oh, je vous prie. How happy I am that you don't pay me. Oh, pardon! I have disturbed you. Oh, such lovely weather today. How well you look in mourning.
That's silly and rude.
Silly and rude. I don't know how to behave before women. Madam, in my time, I've seen more women than you've seen sparrows. 3 times I've fought in duels on account of women. I've refused 12 women, and 9 have refused me. Yes, there was a time when I played the fool, scented myself, used honeyed words, wore jewelry, made beautiful bows. I used to love, to suffer, to sigh at the moon, to get sour, to thaw, to freeze. I used to love passionately, madly, every blessed way, devil take me. I used to chatter like a magpie about emancipation and waste my wealth on tender feelings. But now, you must excuse me. You shan't get around me like that now. I've had enough. Black eyes. Passionate eyes. Ruby lips. Dimpled cheeks. The moon. Whispers. Timid breathing. I wouldn't give a brass farthing for the lot of it, madam. Present company always accepted. All women, great or little, are insincere, crooked, backbiters, envious, liars to the marrow of their bones, vain, trivial, merciless, and unreasonable. And as far as this is concerned, excuse my outspokenness, a sparrow could give 10 points to any philosopher in petticoats you like to name. You see one of these poetic creatures, all muslin and ethereal demigoddess. You have 1,000,000 transports of joy. You look into her soul. and see nothing but the common crocodile. But what's the most disturbing thing of all is that this crocodile thinks that it's the chef-d'oeuvre, its privilege, monopoly, its tender feelings. Why, confound it, hang me on that nail, feet upwards, if you like, but have you ever met a woman who could love anybody but a lapdog? Could she do, while she is in love, could she do anything but snivel and slobber? A man is suffering and making sacrifices. All of her love is poured into playing about with her scarf and trying to hook him more firmly by the nose. You have the misfortune of being a woman. You know what is the nature of woman. Tell me, truthfully, have you ever met a woman who was sincere, faithful, and constant? You haven't. Only freaks and old women are faithful and constant. You'd sooner meet a cat with a horn or a white woodcock than a constant woman.
Then, according to you, who is faithful and constant in love? Is it the man?
Yes, the man.
The man! Men are faithful and constant in love! What an idea! What right have you to talk like that? Men are faithful and constant. Since we are talking about it, I'll tell you that of all the men I knew and know, the best was my late husband. I loved him passionately with all my being, as only a young and imaginative woman can love. I gave him my youth, my life, my happiness, my fortune. I breathed in him. I worshipped him as if I were a heathen. And what then? This best of men shamelessly deceived me at every step. After his death, I found in his desk a whole drawer full of love letters. And when he was alive, it's an awful thing to remember, he used to leave me alone for weeks at a time and make love to other women and betray me before my very eyes. He wasted my money and made fun of my feelings. And in spite of all that, I loved him and was true to him. And not only that, but now that he is dead, I am still true and constant to his memory. I have shut myself forever between these four walls and will wear these weeds to the very...
Weeds? I don't know what you take me for, as if I don't know why you wear that black domino and bury yourself between four walls. I should say I did. Oh, it's so mysterious, so poetic. When some junker or some Dame Poet rides by your window, he'll think, there lives the mysterious Tamara, who, for the love of her husband, buried herself between four walls. We know these games.
What? How dare you say all that to me?
You may have buried yourself alive, but you haven't forgotten to powder your face.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Please don't shout at me. I'm not your steward.
Ooh.
You must allow me to call things by their real names. I'm not a woman. I am used to saying things straight out. Don't you shout either.
I'm not shouting, it's you! Please leave me alone.
Pay me my money, and I'll go.
I shan't give you any money.
Oh, no. You will.
I shan't give you a farthing just to spite you.
I don't have the pleasure of being either your husband or your fiancé, so please, don't make scenes. I don't like it.
So you sit down?
I do.
I ask you to go away.
Pay me my money. How angry I am. How angry!
I don't want to talk to impudent scoundrels. Get out of this! Aren't you going? No?
No.
No?
No.
Very well then. Luka! Show this gentleman out.
Would you mind going out, sir, as you're
Shut
asking?
Whom are you talking to? I'll chop you to pieces.
Oh, little fathers, what people? Oh, no, don't hit me, you can't hit me, I'm ill.
What?
No one's sick.
Dasha! 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 Pelagaya!
Oh, no,
Dasha!
I'm picking fruit, nobody's at home. Oh, no. Water, anyone?
Get out of this.
Can you be more polite?
Oh! You're a boar, a coarse bear, a bourbon, a monster!
What? What did you say?
I said you're a bear, a monster.
May I ask what right you have to insult me?
And suppose I am insulting you. Do you think I'm afraid of you?
And do you think that just because you are one of these poetic creatures that you can insult me with impunity? Eh? We'll fight it out.
Oh, little fathers. No. Water? Anyone, water.
Do you think I'm afraid of you just because you have large fists and a bull's throat? Huh? You bourbon.
We'll fight it out.
Bear.
I'm not gonna let anybody insult me. I don't care if you are a woman.
Bear.
One of the softer sex, indeed.
Bear.
It's about time we got rid of the prejudice that only men need pay for their insults. Oh, you want equality of rights?
Bear.
Devil take it! You can have it! We'll fight it out.
With pistols?
Oh.
This very minute.
This very minute! My husband had some pistols. I'll bring them here. What pleasure it will give me to put a bullet into your thick head.
Oh.
I will take you.
No.
Well, I'll take her down like a chicken. I'm not a silly boy or a sentimental puppy. I don't care about the softer sex.
Gracious little fathers. Oh, have pity on a poor woman and go away from here. You frightened her to death and now you want to shoot her.
Well, if she fights, that's equality of rights, emancipation and all that. Here, the sexes are equal. I'll shoot her on principle. God, but what a woman. Devil take it. I'll put a bullet through your thick head. She reddened. How her cheeks shone. She accepted my challenge. My word, that's the first time in my life.
Sir, if you go away from here, I'll always pray to God for you.
Well, she is a woman.
Oh.
That I can understand. A real woman. Not some sour bellied jelly hag. What? Fire. Gunpowder. Rocket! I'm even sorry to have to kill her.
Oh, sir, please go away from here. Go away from here.
I absolutely like her. Absolutely. Even though her cheeks are dimpled, I like her. I'm almost ready to let the dead go. And I'm not angry anymore. Oh, wonderful woman!
Here are the pistols. But before we fight, you must show me how to fire. I've never held a pistol in my hands before.
Oh, Lord save her. Oh, I'll go call the coachman and the gardener. Oh, why is this affliction come on us?
You see, there are several sorts of pistols. There are Mortimer pistols, specifically made for duels. They fire a percussion cap. These are Smith & Wesson revolvers, triple action with extractors. These are excellent pistols. They can't cost less than $1,000 the pair. You must hold a revolver like this. Her eyes! Oh, what an inspiring woman.
Like this?
Yeah, like this. Then you cock the trigger and take aim. Put your head back a little. Hold out your arms properly. Like that. Then you pull on this thing with your finger, and that's all. The great thing is to keep calm and aim steadily. Try not to jerk your arm.
Very well. It's inconvenient to shoot in a room. Let's go into the garden.
Come along then. But I warn you, I'm going to fire into the air.
That's the last straw. Why?
Because it's my affair.
Are you afraid? Yes? Oh, no, you don't get out of this. You come with me. I shan't have any peace till I've made a hole in your forehead. That forehead which I hate so much. Are you afraid?
Yes, I am afraid.
You lie. Why won't you fight?
Because I like you.
He likes me. He dares to say that he likes me. That's the way.
Listen, are you still angry? I'm devilishly annoyed too. But do you understand how to express myself? The fact is, you see, it's like this, so to speak. Well, is it my fault that I like you? Oh, devil take it, how I smash your furniture. I like you. Do you understand? I almost love you.
Get away from me. I hate you.
God, what a woman. I've never met one like her in my life. I'm lost. Done for. Fallen into a mousetrap like a mouse.
Stand back or I'll fire.
Fire then. You can't understand what pleasure it would give me to die before those beautiful eyes. To be shot at by a revolver held in that little velvet hand.
Oh.
I'm out of my senses. Think and make up your mind now, because if we go out, we may never see each other again. Decide now. I am a landowner of respectable character. I have an income of $10,000 a year. I can shoot a hole into a coin tossed up into the air as it comes down. I own some very fine horses. Will you be my wife?
No, let's fight. Let's go out.
I'm mad. I understand nothing. Oh, waiter, water.
Let's go out and fight.
I'm off my head. I'm in love like a boy, like a fool. I love you. I love you as I've never loved before. I have refused 12 women, and 9 have refused me, but never before have I loved them as I love you. I'm weak. I'm wax. I've melted I'm on my knees like a fool offering you my hand, and shame. I haven't been in love for 5 years. I've taken a vow, and now here I am all of a sudden in love like a fish out of water. I offer you my hand. Yes or no? You don't want me. Very well.
Stop!
Well?
Nothing! Go away! No, stop! No! Go away! Go away! I hate you! Or no, don't go away! Oh, no, how angry I am! How angry I am! My fingers have swollen because of all this. What are you waiting for? Get out!
Goodbye.
Yes, go away! Where are you going? Stop! No, go away! Oh, how angry I am! Don't come near me! Don't come near me! Don't come near me!
How angry I am with myself. I'm in love like a student. I've been on my knees like a fool. I love you! What do I want to be in love with you for? Tomorrow I've got to pay my interest and begin mowing, and here you... I shall never forgive myself for this.
I hate you. Get your hands away! Take your hands away! Let's go out and fight!
Oh, little fathers!
Luka,
Mm-hmm.
tell them in the stables that Toby isn't to have any oats at all today.